Greece is a prime critter. Blessings to you.
Thanks. Just a general question about what probably coming for Canada and for the 6 months, 1 years.
Well, there's more of the same. Scandals on a rise. For some, not Trudeau. Trudeau's going to find his way out of it. There will be some fall guys around him. So, not a whole lot of change. They're trying to throw out some people under government, but other than that, there's some blackmail going on too, but making that public is not likely. So, nothing too dramatic overall. You will be fine, whatever the choice is made, from what we're seeing.
Okay.
For Canada, at least.
They begin to do the same thing they did on USA to destroy statue a little bit more. Does they will go more far, like in the US? When you see in US, they begin to shut them to each other, or that's something that could happen here?
Oh, for protesting?
Not in USA, people rioter begin to they shoot some people and blah 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 and destroy and burn. Something similar could
in some areas of Montreal, if anything happens.
Okay.
Montreal is a heavy place, not Toronto so much. Montreal seems to be a place where there's a lot of disorderly energies. Not British Columbia. Usually it's a positive vibration overall. I mean, it's not perfect, but it doesn't have manipulation as other places do.
Is it? I see that it's probably Montreal more easy to doing that because the language is not the same as other part of Canada, and they can push a little bit more.
There's more diverse people there. Some Arabs are there. Some with agendas. It's just easier to get into from what we are seeing. So, some Americans are there too, causing their havoc. So, that's all overall.
The probable time the mask will still be in application.
The mask, unfortunately, it'd be 6 months to a year. It might break down. They're pushing it, so just that you don't have to. You find ways around it, but yes, it's not healthy for anybody, unfortunately. So I do recommend if you do a mask, do ventilation as much as possible through it when they can breathe through. Because the less ventilation, the worse energy, unfortunately. It's just that, yes, it's another plague that's going to hit the planet. Those that it works for a long period of time aren't doing themselves their health any good, unfortunately.
Okay. I had a picture in the Hangout chat with the Prime Minister of Quebec. Any information that could come from that?
It's a manipulative energy. I mean, there's not much of a positive energy coming from that person overall. There's a lot of programming there overall.
Is more part of the system, or is just you are most manipulated?
He's breaking free of it in some areas, yes. So he's not like your Trudeau. He's less of a menace. Trudeau's completely taken over, as you can see. That's pretty obvious.
And about the name is I can try to find picture. The mayor of Montreal. She's a woman. Any information about that could come from her?
Yeah, she's not as controlled. She's not as negative as others are. So she's trying to make headway. She's trying to be as peaceful as possible. Now, there are certain areas of Canada where they won't require the mask so much. Montreal is actually one of them. Your area is kind of hesitant to do so, but eventually they'll start to let up over time.
Okay. So that means in probably the next 6 months we'll see more manifestation.
Yes, or I mean 3 months of breakdown of that of the mask. Yeah. Timelines always fluctuate, as you know. So it might be a 3 month tier where they start to not mandate it so much anymore.
Okay. Okay. Um, okay. I will just jump for
Yes,
and
that timeline is constantly fluctuating.
yeah, everything is moving.
Well, yes, that prime minister, yeah, she has a positive intention overall. She's doing the best she can. She's not perfect, as you know.
Does she see what is really happened, or she's just
No, she
causes?
doesn't see the full picture. No, she only sees what she wants to see.
Okay, she's more. How will you say that? Naive.
Well, she cares about her career, and that's all. So if she makes people happy through to help her career, that's all that matters to her.
Okay. I think in the USA they begin to make more intervention on riot on the riot
Are they making more
in USA. The more
innovation and
intervention from police and
well,
National
it's going to
Guard.
be more riots. This is just the beginning.
No, I mean National Guard. I think they have begun.
Eventually, yes. Yes, after the election, probably be more of a military presence on those areas. But New York City is going to go up in flames. Not entirely in flames, but it's going to go up even more,
Okay.
unfortunately.
And what probable things will happen to the shadow people like Soros, Gates, and
Well, they'll stay. Well, they're always going to have a presence. Gates is trying not to get so much of attention because he's seen as a negative figure now instead of a positive. He seems like more of the part of the problem. So that's why he stepped back. Soros doesn't really care about his image. He already looks pretty terrible as it is. So. But he's getting old and he's not operating as he used to. So most likely they'll have a replacement for Soros down the road.
okay. So more we will see more the people we don't see usually.
Over time. Now Peter Thiel, he's part of Silicon Valley. Possibly he'll become more of a public figure, maybe not always of a positive. So he hasn't quite decided what side he wants to be on right now.
Okay.
I always expect him to be more in the public. They will. Soros has several more years um, until he'll like retire or leave the world.
Okay.
So you'll hear people talk about him, but you'll probably see less of him. You see less of him now. So possibly there'll be a family, like a family, heir
Mm-hmm.
that'll start to get attention to
Okay.
continue the Soros energy. Possibly. Yeah, I'm not quite decided on it.
Okay. I will look for update about the woman we talked sometime. I just put the picture to help you to connect to the energy. Any new change that come from her?
A new change? Oh, somewhat. She's gotten a little bit more positive. She's still going through a lot of mental trauma, childhood trauma. She's always not always trusting her decisions. She's kind of angry at herself a lot. She gets depressed at herself a lot of self-image.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when she gets mad at you, it's not about you. It's mostly about her. If she strikes back or anything, it's about her insecurities.
She mad about her about what the decision she take about me.
Yeah, it's more like you're yeah, her like things she said to you or that might have been unpleasant, or it's all about her. So she takes it out. It's like she can be more. I think you would notice this. She can be a little bit more open with you uh, than others. You might always hear the. It's like you're her vent. Let's put it that way.
Your bend.
Yeah, where she can vent out her aggravation. Not necessarily towards you. Well, it's towards you, but it's mostly about herself.
And
She gets, yeah.
she is more conscious of that.
Sort of. Yes and no.
No.
She doesn't always want to see it.
Okay. Does she had any at any moment wish or think to start something with me, or she just think was just for a short time period?
Possibly. I mean, have you reached out to her or felt like saying anything, or what have you? It's up to you if you want to reach out to her or not.
No, I mean, if in the past if she had at the moment she have think that could be something possible for her, that's something that come in his mind that
But she felt like she made a lot of mistakes. So, she felt she made a lot of, in the decision making.
yeah.
So,
Does the thing she's probably contact me is still available for this
yeah,
timeline, or
it's just she hasn't, it's still open, it's still there. So, I mean, you can initiate it by messaging her, it's up to you. If you want to go through that abuse.
uh,
You don't have to,
is more to
but it's not worth it.
the thing is not the thing is not to make the contact. The thing is what happens once the contact is made. How
Probably
will
not always the most positive, unfortunately.
I think that too.
That's due to her insecurities. Like I said, it's all her. It's all her madness, unhealthiness in her mind.
And the probable thing that she make the contact is still for this year, or that's moved to maybe.
Mm, it's possible, unlikely, but possible. She might. It's open. It's open to her choice. So she's trying to figure herself out right now. She's not getting very far with it from what we're seeing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
she has a lot of problems facing herself. She has a lot of depression that you don't need to go through.
Yeah. If I can really don't really help, but that's
But she doesn't like honesty. She doesn't want to know the truth about herself. Not yet, at least.
yeah. Okay, and how things goes for his family side? That's not going. It's okay for his family side from for her, or is
Her husband's side or her
more close family side for her?
her side, it's not
Yeah,
doing
it's
it's not doing
stable.
so good. Everyone's worried about health right now. They're all paranoid because of the climate of the world. Uh, Panicking over nothing.
Okay.
So there's a lot of unease, unawareness of the future.
Okay, they think it's the hand.
Mhm.
It is okay. There's a really bad mood.
This is
Um,
wind going through.
hmm. So that means she probably don't still have tried to watch anything about me on Facebook or something like that.
Well, she might have seen something here and there, but nothing too significant. But yes, she has looked periodically. Yes.
Okay. What's the probable main change that she have or she
Well,
will doing?
she might reach out before the end of the year, possibly.
And for his internal change, energy change, what main change she will have?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of confrontations that she's heading towards. People revealing themselves with true intentions, with true insecurities before the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll have a life change. Eventually, she'll come. She's in like a web of thinking, of a web of belief system. She's not willing to break out of just yet. Believing in herself, healing her insecurities. She's not ready for that yet. Of course, she thinks she's healing her insecurities, but she's not.
Yeah, she's still in his mind.
Yes.
Yeah. And how that thing goes with his husband, not stable or change will coming from in this.
It's come and go. It's 50-50 with the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a relaxed portion of this time.
Okay. Okay. Does his higher self wish give me a message or give information?
His higher self,
Yeah.
just be patient with her. She's going through a lot of internal turmoil. She's not revealing herself to anybody. She wants to put on a happy smile for everybody. Not willing to show her true guilt that she's going through at this moment. She has a lot of guilt energy. She's not ready to let go of yet. So just higher self just says continue in your path that you're on right now. It's best not to reach out to her just yet. In the future, you will know. You will feel better about it.
Okay. Um, I had many energy change in my life. I think I cleaned many stuff.
Energy change, yeah, you connected more to your higher self. I feel like you're downloading more from the astral realms, the Akashic records, as what you feel is necessary. There is a blue unicorn energy that you connect to that's connected to Gartha, other parallel realities of the earth, other universes. You're mostly connected to other universes at this time. There are blue universes and green universe, meaning like you go out in space, it's dark. Think about going out in space and it's kind of bluish instead or greenish.
Mm-hmm.
So or pinkish whatnot. Yeah. These are other universes that you're connected to at this time.
Okay. Well, in the energy in the energy change, I connect more to my higher self. Does that bring something probably not conscious at this time too?
Yeah, there's another version of you that has hair. There's another version of you that's also a rock star, like an indie band musician.
And the
Yeah, kind of punkish, hairish.
Krishna,
Yeah,
Krishna.
yeah. There's another yeah. So it well, you want more, we'll give you more. There's also a rabbit version of you too. That's kind of like a Buddhist,
Okay.
um, a hippie Buddha. I mean, he's like going around being hippie.
The long hair, ears, long
Yeah,
ears.
long ears, long hair. Yeah. It's funny that you're pulling from the rock star version of you. That's um, flamboyant, connecting to everybody, social, and you're like grounding that energy. It's a little bit out of control right now.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, there's drugs there. So you're there to
Drugs
even, yeah, you're there to even that lifetime out.
with a lot of prostitute.
A little bit of that. A lot of ecstasy, let's put it that way.
Yeah. Well, that's why I lost my hair after that.
Yeah, exactly. So you're there to heal kind of irrational lifetimes you have connected to.
Okay, like the opposite.
So this lifetime is kind of like a grounding life for your other, and also for you to, you've had a lot of times that are very chaotic in your past. You've been around those that have been like Mussolini, kind of crazy.
Okay. Um, what probable change that will coming for the next year, so 6 months?
Well, eventually you'll go back to work, of course. Um, maybe even a new job if you want.
Yeah, but I think I will, if they don't start now or soon, I will have to check for money.
You will find something though, probably a lot better than what you had before.
Yeah.
And your credentials will help you too.
In the what?
Your credentials, your resume,
Okay.
your experience.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
might better experience. Yeah.
Yeah, your experience will get you further than the door than others. So there are companies looking for somebody like you right now, even with the world the way it is. Not everybody's going broke right now.
Okay.
Some
What
companies still are making money.
what kind of job?
I believe it's still in the same job that you're doing now.
Okay.
It's still the same. It's just you go to a more successful, because I don't want to be in that climate, that sort of situations anymore. So you just got to start looking
Mm-hmm.
if you haven't already.
And what kind of maybe unlock energy that could happen for me?
Yeah. Well, we do see a head chef position
Ooh,
eventually down the road. That's if you ever want it.
you sure in this life?
Hmm. Yep, it does exist.
Well, chef in the cantina.
No, it'll be in a, well, because the rules are being, now it won't be instantly, but there are companies there that are still doing quite successful. Like let's think of the 1% are still spending, and there are companies that are still catering to that 1%. We see you will be connecting to that all the time.
When you said company, you see more restaurant or more big, more
Restaurant,
factory.
restaurant. Well, we see that timeline right now. Mhm. It depends on if you want to go in that direction or unless you want to go in a totally different direction.
Yeah, I think probably temporary too.
The restaurant business is hurting some areas, not all.
Yeah,
Not everything is a doomsday.
I don't see necessarily it could be a doom's time for a restaurant, but
Mhm.
yeah,
Change,
yeah, just
hard change. Well, if you're willing to handle put up with all the restraints, yes, you have to wear a mask or something that you can breathe through where you don't get
yeah,
sick. Um, but if you're willing to put yourself in those conditions, weather the storm, a job that nobody wants, but you'll make it work. It won't be easy, but it won't be, it won't be, a nightmare either. It just won't be easy, but I believe you will prevail. if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you'll put in a position else is there for that position. So, because some chefs, oh, I'm too good for this, I'm too good for that. As long as you don't have that mentality, but you don't, you'd be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them are, you know who I am, you know who this is? I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
That's not everywhere, but it's pretty out
Okay.
there. It's out there.
And I, I try to write I begin to like a plan, if I can say, about story and book writing.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that will
That'd be good.
come out
Hmm.
with that, or
Yeah, that'd be good. Yes, do enjoy that.
that's something that will be probably grow enough big to be published, or
Do you want it in English or what do you want it in?
no?
Or
I said is it's something that could be reach a level where I can what I write could be published in a book, or it's
or
something.
publish? Well, you have to self-publish it first. Possibly a publication will take it. You most likely will publish it yourself over time. But there's different publish. First off, you probably be publishing it yourself for a while and see if you feel comfortable with it to get to mainstream.
Okay.
But it is worth it, yes. Hmm. This would be
That
good for you overall.
that's something that could bring us income, or enough income to do only to doing that, or
Maybe in the future, we have to do it first.
yeah.
Yeah, short story energies, yes, are good. It will take time though.
Okay.
It's worth exploring.
Okay.
As for income, we do see income down the road, yes. As for the living off it, it takes some time for that.
Mm, that mean will probably not be
Not right
the
now.
main income.
Not right now until you start to do. You have to produce a lot.
Okay.
And
Okay.
people have to want what you are putting out there.
Uh, any guide, close guide wish to jump in to give message, or
No. I want to say first though, on your writing, just to experiment with the creative process, but also with who you submit to. A lot of publications aren't doing so hot right now. So we'll probably see you doing more of it on your own, but you'll find a way to get into my hands.
yeah. Thanks.
All right, that's insane. Yes, anime spirit guide.
Okay.
You can call me one.
One.
How can I help you?
Okay. Do you have any message you wish to share?
You are going on a new voyage. In your relationship with that female energy, seems to be helping you spiritually to open up more of yourself in your direction,
Mhm.
but not worry too much about the future, but to yes, go into your new talents that you're wishing to explore. Give yourself time to find what works for you. That's all we have right now.
Okay. Does some main guy you wish give me a message?
A main guide.
My main guy, yeah, mine.
You're clearing out the troubled energies of your past.
Mm-hmm.
and it's goes to back to family conflict. So you're opening up new directions of yourself.
Okay.
So once again, just continue in your timeline directions, creative directions, if you wish.
Any form of update for my mother energy or change for that coming soon or?
But she's doing better overall. She's getting used to herself. She's ended her panic attacks. Apparently, she had several mental panic attacks.
When? When that coming?
When? Oh, that was a
When,
while back.
uh,
Her over worriedness
this year or in the past, you mean?
this year.
Okay, because she's alone or?
Well, it has to do with the world and its health crisis.
Okay, okay, okay. What with everything that's happened now?
Yeah, she's
Okay,
just making it a bigger problem than it already is.
okay.
Typical human
I
energies.
probably need to stop to talk about what's happened to.
You can do that if you want.
Yeah.
She over worries about nothing.
Okay. Does she worry about what happened to her as she begin as she's old now? As she's old, yeah.
She's always going to worry about that. She's been worrying about that for the last 20 years.
About his health and
Yeah, she'll get over it. It's something she needs to go through.
yeah. No, I know I felt she's changed a little bit. Yeah. She's I just felt she's more open or something like that. No?
Yeah, she's gotten a lot better. Yes. I mean, she's had panic energy throughout her life. She's learning to become more calm,
Okay.
more self-sufficient, self-reliant on herself.
Mm-hmm.
Less, kind of like less of a devil energy, meaning of just overly worrying,
Okay.
that type of energy.
Any update about my sister?
Doing well overall. Of course, the worry of her current climate. She's pulling energies down from the felines at this moment.
Okay. About my older brother.
Something to do with finances he's trying to deal with. Not too happy about his financial situation.
Does he find a job or some income? Or?
No,
Okay.
not that we see. Some potentials, but that is all.
Okay. What I know he study a lot of time. He do a lot of job in university, but it seems that's always going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
What is probably the thing that the kind of job you really need to have?
Construction.
More manual, more for physical.
Mm-hmm. Something outside where he can stress himself, put his energy into something that's constructive.
Okay.
Doesn't mean he has to be the builder or the boss.
Yeah.
Just part of the process.
Yeah. Electrician, plumber,
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm.
well, the kind of thing he try to not. I think he always think. I think he think he need to be higher than other, and from
Yes, part of
that
him.
that's why he go to the university.
Yes, yes. He doesn't want to really do any work
Okay.
from what we are seeing from his side.
An eternal student.
Yeah, he thinks he's privileged.
We can do. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think I see the because I think my father was electrician, and I think he probably think he can be better than him, and so well,
Yes.
something like that.
Well, yeah. Well, we see more of your brother and more of a. I don't know if he wants to be a electrician, but he
Lower
wants to be a,
position.
yeah, he wants to be more of a construction, wood or cutting, or I don't think he wants to do electrician stuff. He'll do anything else with that.
Okay.
Even if he can do electrician, I think if your dad did it, he doesn't want to do it. But he can do anything else. Then.
Okay.
Plumber, yeah. Mhm.
Okay. And the younger brother.
Creative energy. How's he doing? He's doing okay, much better than your other brother.
Yeah.
No,
I,
he's seeing the positive in the situation overall.
I try to talk about him, and I try to talk to him sometime and try to push him to open a little more. But
He's open, but not for it, as you can see. He's still kind of scared of himself in that regard.
yeah,
He's not. It's a little bit much for him. You can watch it on TV, but experiencing the whole other story.
yeah. Did he have a better point of view of me, or
Well, he's going to understand himself. He can't see you that clear. He can't even see himself that clear.
okay,
So he's getting there.
or maybe his experience about me or family is maybe better than before, or
Yes, that's getting better. He just the more you talk about the spiritual stuff, the more he doesn't understand it if you do that at all.
okay.
But anything conspiracy, he likes the conspiracy theory stuff. That
Yeah,
seems to be where he's comfortable at.
would create more anxiety than
Well, that's where he's he's just better for him right now.
yeah, yeah. It's okay with you. What time? 1:47. Any message for Ivan?
Yes, there are tricks or energies that are trying to get into his energy field to shut him down. They go after his computer and things of that sort. So there's a lot that's been going on of closing down the dark tunnels of reality, the dark reality.
Mm.
You can say it's kind of connected to the human traffic. Um, human trafficking just it's happening, but it's an energy, a dark abyss, a soul-sucking energy, and that is what creates politics. It creates your modern Hollywood. It creates your modern reality,
Okay.
and many of you are poking holes in that, shutting it down slowly. You can't do it fast, so but you are making progress. It's yeah, it's kind of like the elephant in the room.
Okay. Sound good.
So just yeah, there's only so much you can give on that, but yeah, because more you dive into that human traffic world, yeah, it bites back as you not very pleasant. There's
Yeah.
other ways of going about it without. I mean, you can get energy attacks, but if you constantly talk about human trafficking and going deep into it or dimensionally, yeah, that why some people get or just like why some people get attacked. They talk about the human traffic, they go to court and all that, is because when you do that, when you like want to prosecute these people, some of your timeline gets you become a target, and the protection, where you're getting into, where your protection around you is no longer as strong as it used to be.
Okay.
It's like you make a contract to expose them, but that's why some of the people die. So yeah, it's a
Check
rough river.
that. Check the building.
But progress is being made
Okay.
for
That
everybody. It's just not easy.
we had the video that have come out a few weeks ago, the Shadow Gate.
Yes.
Yeah, another kind of deal, that kind of deal will come out for this few months in a few
Mhm.
months.
That is the first door. It's the rest of the manipulation that's out there.
Okay.
So, yes, that's there's yeah. Think of that and think of like human trafficking. It's like okay, that's one door.
Okay.
All very real. So you put like human trafficking. This company's doing this. This company's doing that. Cover up, cover up, cover up. Orphanage, cover up.
Okay.
That,
That has been planned for from the Patriot.
yes.
Okay.
So that girl, yeah, she obviously consciously, she's actually an angel energy here, being sacrificed, of course. But she wanted to putting that out there is still right place, right time.
Okay. She will not bring another view. That will someone else.
Most likely somebody else. 'Cause she has too much light on her. And like she does it again, it would be really. She has kids too, so if she does it
Yeah.
again, it'll be much worse. I believe she will recover from this, but if she does it again, I'm not so sure about that.
But
If she hits some wounds,
how how they could still have capacity to reach her if Trump are to the as president and they have already begun to clean the ship. They still have a lot of control on the police and on
yeah, right now. Most likely, the next 10 years, a lot of this hold will start to break down. But then you'll have a whole, yeah, you're going more into an alien timeline.
yeah.
So you'll have other problems. Human trafficking will always be a kind of a secret, open secret.
Hmm.
But the Shadow Gate was just,
The beginning, the first
yeah,
chapter.
yes, those companies move from it. Yeah, they can move from one shadow company to the other. There's like a tree, like a hidden company
Yeah,
that funds them all secretly,
yeah.
quietly. So,
So technically, when they jailed the woman for the weekend,
mhm,
it was more the time where they talked to her and they warned her.
mhm.
Okay,
Yeah, they wanted to extract. Well, they wanted to scare her, extract energy from her.
okay. But they don't talk directly to her.
No.
No.
Mhm.
So where she lived, it's Democrat state.
Yes, I
Okay,
believe Ohio. I believe.
she's not she's not the right place.
Well, it would. They would have found her. They would. They wouldn't matter.
Okay,
They depends on who's in charge. California would have been worse. Florida would have been a little bit better. Texas, she might have been a little bit better. Probably Texas would have been better.
so they create a fake problem to be able to get to pick
Yeah.
her. Yeah,
Well, they're taking nothing and making it just false charges. Basically.
they will just okay.
It's all false charges. I
That will
mean,
come.
it did not happen the way they say it did.
Okay, cool. Um, does my higher self wish to jump in and share something?
Yes, of course.
Thanks.
Greetings to you. We are higher selves and blessings.
Okay, just give me all the message I need to receive.
Well, yes, you're clearing out an old energy. You're also very connected to Knights Templar, but not necessarily as a member, but as one that has investigated them throughout your past incarnations. slowly stumbling upon them. Even the Shadowgate documentary, you're part of that collective to expose them. So astrally doesn't mean you're there physically, but and you're not in part of you're actually part of more of the human traffic energies to be exposed here.
Yeah.
That's really where you're. But this is a part of it, of course, with the Shadowgate.
Yeah.
Human traffic you've been working on for quite some time, actually. This hasn't been brought up a lot. And
Yeah.
Donald Trump is aware of it. They can't say
No, yeah, I
there's things.
understand that too.
Mhm. Yeah, there's things that I mean, it won't be a he could, but then all of a sudden he'll feel sick, cancer or something. They have guidelines of be careful what you talk about. So he can go around. He doesn't have to say it publicly, but he can do it shadow, like work, organizations he creates to go after it, and he can do that. He can't talk about it publicly.
Okay, yeah.
So this is what, and it is. He's using a lot of the FBI to do it, to clear it out. Actually, not all FBI is taken over. There, Illuminati does use the FBI, even against him mentally. They do mess with his mind a lot, of course. And Biden's not even there mentally. Biden is just there to. He's like your perfect puppet in the regard of that. You just not really there. I mean, he doesn't have the charisma of Obama, but they like already know they're going to lose anyway. The likelihood of winning is not very high. So they need somebody like Biden just to do what they say. So he's an example of somebody that sold out a long time. And look what happens to you when you sell out. Bernie Sanders is your nuts that degree.
Okay.
So when you sell out, they can do whatever they want to do. Look what they're doing to Biden. Biden would rather be doing something else right now. So
You have the bigger hand in his ass.
yeah. Biden is a good example. I mean, on an alternative way of looking at things.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's his whole career is basically selling out.
Yeah.
So now they don't have to use you, but for his case, they decided to use him. And you could say he didn't really want to be involved with this, but they're showing that even at was 80 something around those age,
Yeah.
they don't care. I mean, you have the money, the relationships, the family. We gave you all of this. We own you. So, same thing with Clinton. Now, Clinton didn't fully sell out. You think Hillary Clinton would have fully sold out? Not really. She can stop talking all she wants. Everybody has a different deal. Everybody, Democrat, Republican. Nobody has the same deal as the elite. You can be somewhat similar.
Any other thing I could need to know as message? Or?
Well, I'm not sure if this is that important, but Obama is like disposable right now. He's not doing what they want him to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, they'll probably try to shut him up over time. He's not very that vocal now anyway.
Okay.
He's just not doing what they would like. He's not the cheerleader they're hoping he was going to be.
Okay.
So where he's going might not be too far. There might be a lot of scandals that Trump can pull out about him over time. So we'll see. Alien files for Trump, not likely. We gotta figure that's a subject matter. There will be leaks. There will be channel messages. There will be sightings. Your Pentagon. Now he is not in control of the UFO situation. Does he know about it? Too half and half. He knows it. He believes it. He doesn't. He's not. He's got other things going on, I guess.
Okay.
But your Pentagon can pull the cord. They can say what they can do whatever they want.
Quick update. Um, yeah, does Trudeau will resign?
No.
No.
9/11, this coming up, say, just keep an eye on it. Rituals, anything, even human trafficking rituals. Um, it's just a day of keywords. So if you look at Twitter, human trafficking, you're gonna, as everyone's mourning 9/11, now you have the crisis. Little things will get leaked out. Human trafficking, one, sometimes what you're already looking to right now, government corruption.
Uh-huh.
You might, you most likely you'll find what you need to find. That
Yeah.
was a good day for that.
Does that mean we'll still have to wait 2 years before had a new government?
In your
Canada?
Canada, yeah, it'll be okay. It's you know people in Canada aren't ready for the full killing of the shadow government just yet.
Yeah. And yeah, the
But
new
2 years though, that's a different story. It's kind of like the same as the old boss, but a little bit better. So they added like some salt to it. It will get a little bit better. Um, less regulations, less rules.
Yeah, I think too. Because I think I know they put a new conservative leader
Hmm.
in the party, but I don't think so. He was. The name is O'Toole.
No power.
O'Toole.
No, not enough conservative there. Not enough power there. It's mostly Democrat, as you probably know.
In Canada. In Canada.
Yeah, in Canada. Yeah,
Yeah, the name is O'Toole.
yeah. He doesn't have enough friends in high places.
Yeah.
It's good he's there though, or she, he or she.
He's better than
Yeah.
yeah. So
Right.
Max.
Yeah. Right now,
So so
well,
Max Bernier will not come soon.
no, not yet.
He's not.
Trudeau's too much of a pretty person to for them to get rid of yet. As you know, too much of a pretty face too. Yeah, he's like Obama.
A big liar.
Yeah, exactly.
A good liar, maybe.
Yeah, as a con man. Right now, yes, I believe you have a different. Your system is similar to the United States, but the conservative, the Republican conservative side is getting more positive. It's not perfect, but it hasn't sold its soul out as much as the Democratic, the liberal side. The liberal side is completely taken off.
Okay.
So the Republican that's what they're using to lift things up. It used to be the other way around. During Kennedy, that was really the more positive, even before that. But now it's more Republicans right now. A Republican can switch in a second, though. But for right now, the Democrat liberals have gone completely. As you can see.
Any main change that come for UK?
Eventually, the Queen will step down, but of course not yet. But she's thinking about it. Her old bones, her old body. She's a little bit worried of the current climate that your elite will take her out. So they're feeling that she might be on their exit list. So maybe in the next couple of years, she might be gone. Possibly. Possibly.
They prepare their golden parachute.
Well, she'll just leave the world altogether.
Okay.
She'll probably die. Possibly. No, there's no. It's the writing's kind of on the wall because of health crisis. It's not just to make humans' lives miserable, but it's also to make elite people miserable too.
Okay.
And they are. Well, like the governor of was it New York, showing their darker side. Of course, not everybody wants to see that. So,
Okay.
most of them want to see it. Well,
any update or change I plan for this life that coming or
just more creative side will come through. Your creative, just give your time. Your creative stuff will, like with writing, just give it time. But as for work situation, do what you feel like you need to do. Make a
Okay.
decision, do it.
Any change for friend,
No.
or maybe more close contact or
What do you mean close? What,
woman?
for friends or for what?
Close,
To
close, 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 close. And
close friends?
close friend or close, more intimate person I would maybe meet or change something
Oh, like
that's I
relationship energy,
some
possibly.
something I plan or that's
Uh,
in the
poss
area possible thing or
possibly in this year. Definitely in your future. This year is not entirely clear. Possibly you'll meet somebody this year.
yeah as I, it seemed that the other woman seemed
Not approachable.
well, yeah, and probably nothing will come really serious from that.
You don't really need it anyway. In the long run. You have better things to do.
uh, maybe
There's better connections out there.
maybe new opportunity could come
She's
through to me.
she's not the most honest being either. She's not the best person to know overall. At least for you.
Yeah.
She has like a vampire energy about her. You need
W-
somebody that's a little bit more accepting of who you are. Less critical.
that's the main challenge she planned for his life to go through that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's well that relationship she has is just money related. Mostly about money.
Security.
Hmm. She has
And
no she has
does
no security of herself. Worse.
does he know that? He
Yeah.
conscious of that? Yeah.
Well, they make it work. They're more like friends than they are lovers.
But I mean, since the beginning, does he was conscious? That's more for that kind of relation. She's with him or
Well, they felt that the chemistry was good enough for them to get together.
okay.
It wasn't love or anything. It might say the word love, but not really.
Okay. Okay.
Other than that, it's fun.
Weird thing sometimes.
Hmm.
Weird relation.
Hmm.
But I guess probably have many people probably have worse relation than that. No?
Oh yes. Well, some are beating each other up all the time. That's worse.
Yeah.
Even if they enjoy it, it's still worse.
I would just take the picture of someone else in a few seconds. Oops. Yeah. Okay. What's okay? The picture is there. Just a little update about his case. What happened with her?
What happened to her?
What is the situation? Or I know she tried to contact me, but I just feel it's maybe not for the good reason or the. I don't think it's a bad woman. I think just
No.
is more dependence,
Well,
emotional.
scattered is a good word for it. I mean, she's not bad to connect with you overall.
Hmm.
That's a good person to know if you want to.
I don't feel that I will. I don't
Don't feel it.
feel that need to do like that. For me, it's like a dog. When you see the little dog jump on your legs,
Hmm.
it's something like that. It's like
You actually want something.
yeah,
You wish nobody really loves her, I guess.
I don't think it's a balance or a relation that will be.
Well, she has a lot of selfish energies about her. She has not cleared up. So, I mean, yeah, over time she'll probably be a soul-sucking energy to
Yeah, I think that.
you. You're better off doing your own, yeah, like creative experiments, projects that you're doing. It will attract the right person
Yeah. The the
over
the
time.
the, the probable person I will meet this year is more balanced, more.
Well, yeah, well, on the creative side, depending on how far you want to go with it, how far you want to publicize.
No, I mean the question was the woman I could probably meet this year's
Yeah, that's what I
will
mean. There's a
more.
creative side of it. You meet somebody through your creative
Okay, okay, okay,
venture. That's what we're talking about.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, as you put yourself out. Yeah, you have to have yourself out there somewhere.
Okay, give
And you attract attention to yourself.
give visibility and
Exactly. Right now, you're kind of invisible.
I don't exist on the earth.
No, you do. Just, well, you're working on things. But yeah, as you put your creative efforts in, we don't have guarantees anything will happen instantly, but depending on how you want to go about it,
Hmm.
like like putting like a project, like a short, but just put a short story or something
Yeah.
publicly, but just for example, on the internet somewhere or somewhere popular,
Hmm.
and then you keep turning things out just to
Start
get publicity to yourself.
start the wheel.
Yeah, and then yeah, then your next year will be a whole different year than what you experienced.
Okay.
Now, for financial, give that time. Just a lot of times, better not to look at it from. I mean, it's nothing wrong with it, but you just work from the heart and just let things happen on their own.
Hmm.
Like like George Lucas, he wasn't really looking about it doing it for the money. Just he was good at it. He just did it.
Yeah.
Of course, you need money to do it,
If
but
if the money is the main start, that will not work.
exactly,
Well.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it works. Not very
Yeah.
often.
Probably different from life plan.
Mhm.
Okay,
But
this woman will be the same kind of energy, if you can say,
yeah,
writer,
yeah.
writer.
So all this aliens and everything, people can process it better on a fictional basis.
Yeah,
But you're talking about it in a more realistic, which is fine. Because a lot of writers actually look at it from a realistic. That's actually happening. So there's nothing wrong with that. But some people can only process fiction. So this is good to attract, yeah, new people. Yeah, so that's really where we see it. At this point, we see where that's where it's going.
yeah.
So
Younger or older woman?
younger, yeah, there's gonna be a couple, younger and older.
A couple?
Mhm.
You mean two
Not
person?
all at once, but
Oh
off
yeah.
and on.
Okay.
Yeah. First, you have to kind of build a fan base, you can say.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go about it with care, but no care. Care for
Yeah.
what you're doing, but not
Worry
worry.
about all that. No expectation.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's a better energy, and just you're enjoying. You have the time for it, and all your experiences. You know, aliens and different realities and all that. Well,
Uh, okay. Uh, any other message, update, or information I need to know?
well, I actually do connect to Trudeau, not maybe not in the most positive way, but paying attention to what he's doing,
Okay,
especially
okay,
his wife. His wife does a lot of manipulations also
okay,
in the social world. So even
okay,
her having this virus is kind of convenient for her.
okay. And then any message more general or maybe specific?
On your direction, black, I think you already know this, black hole energies. That's a lot of the connections you receive. Now, it's not exactly a black hole, but it is where your energies go to many places that are forbidden zones or
Yeah.
misunderstood, suns that have died out, but still a lot of information there. So you're retrieving a lot of that for yourself currently.
Okay.
So you're seeing different versions of this routing here on. So Canada has an energy like other writers have been there too. It's just a different vibration. It can connect to the universe in a different, see what other people can't see.
Okay. Does the police will be able more to arrest the rioter in Canada, or so,
Some will. Some are
so
holding back. There's
I
going to be some riots there eventually. Yes.
okay.
Mostly in Montreal, but other places here and there.
Okay.
Um, yeah, the police is mostly going to stand down. Eventually, they'll make a move, but usually they don't. They don't want to get themselves hurt.
Okay, because I know the rioter are bring down something and nothing happened. It
Hmm.
seemed just let's go. This word to the probably the mayor didn't give the authorization to make intervention.
Yes, it's just the police are. Oh, they're scared of what's to come for Canada. They're not really prepared. Not to say the U.S. wasn't prepared either, but
Yeah.
the U.S. is built more as a military police, even in the beginning. So,
Just try it for 2 minutes. The Can you connect to the probable woman I will meet from the writing and see if they have message they wish to give.
just to put your imagination out there, let yourself go creatively. Sometimes the weirder the better, as long as you can, as long as the reader understands what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Strange anomalies, whatever you want, realities, whatever you want to do. And
Mm.
she has to be intrigued. She has to be emotionally intrigued too. Basically, something new that she hasn't seen before. Basically, she is a literate person. Doesn't mean she knows everything, but something that would catch her eye. Design is good too. Like you have a design or a picture for your creation, what gets her attention too.
This woman is just a reader, or she's a writer.
Reader and writer, but not a full time writer.
Okay, it's not his main job.
Mm-hmm.
She live in the,
Just trying different things. Kind of a lost energy of this thing.
she live in the country, or
Mm, they're not really saying. They're not saying.
another country.
Um, they're not saying. Most likely.
Can you ask if I can? She can tell you.
Well, they show a French energy, but that can connect to your country. So,
Okay, you have many French place. Yeah. Okay.
so French energies.
Okay. Before we quit, we still have 10 minutes. Before we quit, if the
Greetings to you. Yes, we have a higher self. Greetings.
yeah, you have a message you wish to share?
But yeah, it's not always the best time to talk to her at this moment. On a spiritual level, you can, but she is at this point not the most easy, not approachable soul. I mean, on a superficial level, yes, if you blow hot air up her ass, basically, uh, everything will be okay. But if you start to be real with her, talk to her real, she's gonna have difficulties.
Mhm.
She's real sensitive, so she can be fake for the most part socially. She's because then you get real with her, and she becomes uneasy with it.
Okay, that was not the kind of thing she's experienced much.
Yes, I mean she's sensitive there. It's like getting a vulnerable side she's not ready to see just yet. Yeah, the
Does
vulnerability that just hurts.
does that mean I will probably never be able to see her vulnerable and open to me in the future?
Anything is possible. This year is possible. She's kind of tipping into the arena of being real herself, real to others, letting go of the superficial side of herself. So she might reach out to you. You might think of her more mentally because her energy is going to you on a mental level, though.
Does she have begin to remove big block in
No,
his life or?
not red, not yet. No, too much, too much distraction. She feel like she doesn't need to do that just yet. Just for now, though.
Does does you plan something to shake to push her to take time for that, or she still have full choice to doing or
Mm.
not that?
A nervous breakdown will work for her. She just has to let go of her insecurities. She needs therapy, basically. She might have some of that, but she needs therapy, though. It makes a lot. I mean, you're kind of a therapist to her, but she doesn't want to confide too much, as you know.
Mhm. Okay.
But she has a friendly energy overall. It's just when she connects with you, she feels like she has to confess herself, her heart, her soul, and she's not ready for that.
Okay. Any last message before I close this?
Mm. Yes, focus on what you're doing, your projects, creative work. Because you feel your creative side, yes, will be successful. Financial in due time, but just try something radically new. Uh, if it's science fiction or whatever it might be you
Yeah.
want to do.
I will reach people, but not necessarily the pocket.
Well, you'll reach anything's possible right now. Yeah,
Yeah, I
just,
know.
yes. Keep all your doors open for success. The realms that you are connecting to need to be shared to others. It's worth a shot. Let's put that.
Yeah, shake the reality a little bit.
Mhm. As from a spiritual level, yeah, you're masking many energies. Yeah, you're going deeper. Your creative side is to help you go deeper into yourself. So what you are connected to, interesting, you are connected to a very large squid.
Squid.
Yeah, a it's out in it's in the some of them are in the universe itself
Yeah, yeah.
in space. Yeah, you can talk to them. Some are large, like something that you would see in what is it? There are science fiction movies. I can't remember the name of it.
What happened in the movie?
2000, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Okay.
The squid are hard can be harsher than any reptilian energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very some can be really angry. They're used to getting what they want too. And they're connected to the sirens, like in Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Some of them are. Different type of script for that.
I will type the word in the And the thing I'm writing about it was okay. The word all in, and this I got the word.
Yes. What about it?
No, just when I write the thing I write at this moment about dragon and eggs, crystal. The
Mhm.
idea I got from them is they try to find crystal and they bring that to to other planet to start them grow on this planet, and when they enough grow they they become eggs for great dragon. What is the being behind this word Oli?
Well, it's several. It's a planet. It's also a female energy, female human actually.
Okay,
From Agartha, it's a crater being,
okay,
kind of like a witch that gets her power from another planet. So it's a crater being, basically help like dragons to have eggs. It's one that you're very connected to, the female.
okay,
Visualize her as you feel you need to visualize
okay.
her. She is connected to your higher self,
Okay, thanks.
though.
We'll stop that. You can.
Uh,
You have
Anything else?
something? What?
Anything else from us? Or,
No, except you if you have something you wish.
yes, there are canine energies that you're connected to. The reason that didn't come through canine beings, some are werewolf, not all, but the canine is an energy that you're still unraveling
Mm-hmm.
of because they have a lot of secrets within they're connected to Egypt, one of them. They're Syrian beings basically that you're connected to on a higher level. So that elementals are too happy right now.
Is the wind or is the cat?
It's the wind.
Oh, yeah.
Your the elephant being is connected. Elephant energies are connected to Sirius also. As you are, just go by your own imagination what you feel from elephant beings. Of they're protectors of this world, but they're not always the most communicative types.
Mm-hmm.
They want to know what you know instead of finding out what they know. But you have to get it out of them. So, and they have fought dragon beings also. They know a great deal about the dragon. So, all right.
You can bring back Evan.